Manchester City's woes continue as Liverpool stretch their lead, but what exactly is at the root of Pep Guardiola's problems? As the winter transfer window looms, Eden Hazard has given a sign on where his long-term future might lie. We've got more reports and rumours on both Adrien Ramsey and Adrien Rabiot ahead of January, and Sergio Ramos' time at Real Madrid could reportedly end if one special man happens to return to the Bernabeu. Hi guys, Paddy with you again as Matt's absence continues. He'll be back next week. We do have a pic from his holiday snaps to share with you at the end of the show. Please make sure you stay tuned for that. But first to Boxing Day football, with Liverpool and Tottenham strengthening their position on the tables with some big victories. It wasn't good news for Manchester City, however, with another disappointing loss, this time at the hands of Leicester City. The Sky Blues started the month 2 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Now, they're 7 points behind Liverpool in third place, having lost 3 of their last 4 matches. That's hardly the stuff of champions, of course, with Southampton to come on Saturday. But just exactly where has it gone wrong for Pep Guardiola's men? The key moment was probably all the way back to June 14, when Jorginho chose Chelsea over City, despite the latter looking like they were going to win the race for his signature. That left City a little short at defensive midfield for the season, with Fernandinho the only real number 6 in the entire squad. And when he went down on December 14, well, that's when things started to go bad for City. City's record with and without Fernandinho tells the real story here. With the Brazilian, over 100 games, Pep Guardiola's team have won 71.3% of the time. Without Fernandinho, across 27 matches, that percentage lowers to just 59.3%. With those sort of stats, you've got to wonder if City aren't already looking towards January for a new defensive midfielder. Let's see what happens. To London we now go, with Eden Hazard hitting 2 goals, his 100th and his 101st, for Chelsea in their win over Watford, and immediately came out after and said he sees his future in blue. Hazard has been linked with Real Madrid for what feels like forever now, and we don't expect that to change as his form with the Blues continues. But he's indicated his heart belongs right where it is, and he wants to join names like Terry, Lampard and Drogba in becoming Chelsea legends. Merry Christmas, Blues. Moving back to January, and as we mentioned in our last daily news shows, lots of speculation on the future of Adrien Ramsey. Then it was Juventus. Now it's PSG who seem to be leading the way for the signature of the Welshman. Ramsey came off the bench in Arsenal's 1-1 draw with Brighton on Boxing Day. But with his contract set to expire in the summer, there are no indications that he'll be re-signing anytime soon. Juventus and Bayern have both been credited with an interest in Ramsey. But PSG are looking to steal a march on those rivals by offering £18 million in January. The reason they're doing that is because they're going to lose their own midfielder, reportedly, Adrien Rabiot, to Barcelona. Rabiot may be a wonderful central midfielder, but he's also prone to the odd tantrum. Some of you might remember that he was named on the reserve list for France ahead of the World Cup, only to withdraw completely out of protest. His mum, who is also his agent, has not been shy about talking to the press. Barcelona are said to offer a cut price deal of between £4 and £8 million, but don't rule out Tottenham or Arsenal in case they want to throw their hat in the ring for the Frenchman. Lastly, to a report from Spain, and we have to stress this is just a report, that Sergio Ramos will look to leave Real Madrid if Jose Mourinho returns to the Bernabeu as coach next season. Santiago Solari may have won the Club World Cup with Real Madrid, his first as a manager, but his future past this season is still in doubt, and Mourinho's availability after leaving Old Trafford immediately sparked talk of a return. But Mourinho is not everyone's cup of tea, of course, we know that, and Marca is saying that Ramos will consider his options if Mourinho does return to the club, despite the fact they won the league together in his first stint in charge. Still, we'll see how this one goes out, but it's already interesting to see that Mourinho is upsetting egos before he even lands. But that's it for another show. Thanks for joining us. As we said at the start of the show, Matt is still on holidays, but he was good enough to share one of his holiday pics with us. As you can see, he's had a pretty good Christmas. He'll be back next week. I'll see you guys tomorrow.